The next thing with slab we're going to do is make some, I'm going to show you how to make some masks. Got a few masks here. Or anything, any kind of a flat wall hanging piece you might want to make. So we'll be giving you a thick slab, and then you have to decide how thin you want to make it. So roll it between the thin sticks. And then when you get it all rolled, cut out the shape you want. So, you know, this one's kind of an oval. This one's long and more squarish cut. Oh, I got this one really thick. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. I think I'll just cut this top off and use it for something else. Okay, so I think maybe I'm going to leave it kind of an unusual shape, but maybe I'll just trim this side a little bit because it's got cracks in it. The cracks will definitely not go away if you don't want them in the clay. Cut it away while the clay's wet. All right, so I kind of like that kind of off-center shape, maybe kind of a Picasso kind of a face. If you're going to add any pieces, like the eyeballs or the nose or the mouth or the ears, make the pieces, and then you're going to have to score it and use slip. And so scoring is... like if I'm going to add some eyes right here, scoring is where you rough up the clay. And you can use any sort of a cutting tool. Put like X marks in the clay. And then if you're going to add an eyeball there or something, shape it. I'm not going to take the time to make a gorgeous eyeball, but shape whatever you want to make. There's a lot of, on the clay cart, there's a lot of different tools for carving. If you don't see something you need, if you need a toothpick or something you don't see there, let me know and I'll get it for you. And then the bottom of the piece you're going to attach, you have to also score. Put the X marks in it. This will make it stick. Now you're going to use slip to attach it. Slip is just, it's like clay mixed with water. It kind of makes paste. And when you're going to get the slip out of the bucket and take it to your table, please don't take the whole bucket. What I'd like you to do, I'll have some little scratch paper over by the bucket. Just take one of those and use the stick and put some of the slip on the paper. And then take that to your table so that everybody has access to the slip by the sink. Okay, that'll be by the sink. All right, so take it to your table, and then with your finger, just kind of put it where it's going to go, where you scored it, and then place it on there. Now, when you place it on there, it doesn't automatically stick, but once it dries and once it's fired in the kiln, baked in the kiln, it will stick. If you don't do that and you just press it in without scoring and using slip, it may stick until you leave class, and then when I go to pick it up to put it somewhere to dry or to put it in the kiln, all the parts of the face are going to fall off. So, or the handle on your mug or whatever. So make sure you score and use slip. Now, if you're going to put designs in your mask or whatever you're making, you're welcome to. I've had kids make masks with the roller things, and they've made really cool designs. These are made with carving, with one of the carving things. I don't think the knife will make a very good line because it'll kind of close up. You want one of the ones that are a little thicker to make grooves that are going to show. And then I think these little dots were probably just made with a pencil. But like I said, you could use either end of the Sharpie if you want a bigger circle, things like that. Okay? All right. And this ear actually broke off because it was dropped, but it was on there for a long time. If you're going to make, the way you get the curve in the mask is kind of that technique we used earlier where you use newspaper, and while the clay is wet, you take a sheet of newspaper and bend it exactly the way you want it to bend. And then when we put it on the cart to dry, I'll have you place it exactly the way you want it to look when it's finished, exactly the bend you want, because the way it dries is the way it's going to stay. This one is actually made out of wood, but I brought it to show you the different things you can do. And this one too. You can lay the clay down, cut it, and then just kind of shape it just a little bit, and it can be a wall hanging like that. All right, that's how to make masks and wall hangings.